Here is how to recall scenes on the iPad. On the iPad, if these buttons on the right are not showing, click the little triangle to open them up, and then the Scenes button is the one that you want. Tap that. And here is how you can recall. The quick recall is not something that we're going to be used because those are not stored with a name. They just kind of exist in memory for a while for you to be able to recall them quickly. Like let's say you were taking this board on the road and you were playing a music festival and you had several different bands and you just wanted to name them real quick and recall them real quick. That's not our case. We're always going to be using this little button here that has the kind of the menu items on it, and that will open up all of our options in here. These are stored on the mixer itself. They're not local to the iPad. You can see that mixer is selected, and these are all ones that are stored within the RM32. So if I want to recall, say, this Bill McCarran set right here, I tap it, and then I hit the load button, and it loads it all. And then all the different channel assignments, all the names, the effects, all the assignments, the EQ and dynamics, all these different things are all recalled. So if I exit this, for example, so that you can get back to seeing the board, you can see that I've got different names and different channel assignments here, like Michael instead of Deb. Now, if I go back to Scenes, still have the Scenes open. If I click this again, tap the icon button, I'm not sure what that's called, and let's say I pull up one of Jack and Deb's mixes, this one here that says J&D, and then I hit load, then it will load those. I can hear the Surface over here next to me responding to that and changing. Keep in mind, whenever you do this stuff, what you're actually changing is the mixer itself that's in the closet. And as the mixer itself changes in the closet, then all the different surfaces and pieces of hardware and software that we're using to control it all update to reflect that. So now you can see that it's got Annette and Rose and then Deb on piano vocal. To save a scene, we go back to this menu again. Choose a location that you want to save it to. Typically, you'll want to start off with an empty location, or you could overwrite one like this one that's got all D's on it. I'm just going to play with that one since we're not using it anymore. I'll hit plus, and now I could overwrite that preset and keep the same name by just pressing OK, or I can tap on the name and then put a new name in it, new name, and hit return. And then you'll see the D's all change to new name. And if I were to go over to the Surface at this point, you'd see that the name had changed over there as well because these are being stored on the mixer. Normally you won't want to be overwriting. You'll just want to be choosing one of these empty locations and then saving it there. And I'll try to come up with some decent format for our naming so that we can find things easily. If you want to get back to the board the way it was, obviously you can hit this X over here, and that's the same thing as hitting that button right above it actually. It just takes that view out. And then you've got this. If you don't want to be seeing mute grips up here, then just touch that button, and then that will go away and you'll have your dynamics and EQ back up here like it normally would be.